Welcome back. You think the sun will always be there. But what if it vanished tomorrow? What happens to your body, your food, your air? Most people picture instant chaos. Actually, of weeks. Earth's stored heat would keep radiating into the dark sky for a while. No instant freeze. No fire raining down. But here's what almost nobody expects. Your food dies in days. Plants need sunlight to make energy. No plants means no oxygen being made. The air runs out in roughly 8 years. But you starve long before that. It's like a library burning its books while readers still think they're safe. So how many days do you actually have? Maybe 3 weeks before hunger takes hold? Before your pantry becomes a problem. The food you stored right now, it still exists 3 weeks in. But month 2 is different. Every animal that ate plants starves first. Your meat sources collapse inside weeks. Insects vanish even faster. No pollinators mean no seeds next year. But you fawn have a year. You have maybe 60 days. And that assumes you found every remaining predator in the dark. Other humans are hunting too. Every group within range starves at the same moment. This isn't a small problem. It's a complete reset of survival. Everything you know about finding food stops working within weeks. So you're in day 45. Your stored food still sits in containers. But the people around you have moved on. They're hunting the same prey you need. And there's less of it every day. Month 2 changes everything. The plants you didn't eat start to rot. Seeds in the soil begin to fail. Your body shuts down non-essential. Burning fewer calories means you last longer. But that's the trap. You're weaker now. Hunting demands you've lost. Every group around you is starving too. Your tribe's territory. Multiple groups squeeze into the same forest. Conflict becomes unavoidable. Not a choice, a necessity. By month 4, wars erupt. Governments collapse when supply chains snap. And that's just the beginning. Refrigeration stops working. The frozen meat in every freezer starts to rot. 8 billion people reach for that spoiling meat at once. But there's a catch. The cold actually deepens. Without the sun's heat, Earth loses warmth to space. Think of the planet as a body losing heat. Month 6, temperatures drop past what your body can survive. You need shelter now, not later. But shelters need fuel to burn. And wood stops growing. Your fire dies without it. And without fire, you freeze. This is where it shifts. Starvation takes weeks. Cold takes hours. Your body sheds heat faster than fire can replace it. Hypothermia doesn't care about what you know. At 32 degrees, your brain stops working. Everything you tried to hold on to vanishes. So you move back into caves. Deep ones where heat still rises from below. It's the only place warm enough to survive. But every warm cave fills up fast. Each one becomes a fortress you have to defend. You fight for a spot or freeze outside. Civilization doesn't fall from hunger alone. It falls because cold turns you feral. Your body ignores every rule when it's freezing. And the real cost runs deeper. You're not just surviving the cold, you're fighting other people for the same caves. Every warm cave becomes a battlefield, a fortress made of bodies. The people inside have heat. The people outside freeze. Resources font make you moral. Desperation does. But here's what you still haven't seen. The sky itself is changing. Month 3, the atmosphere starts to freeze solid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid. Then nitrogen rains down. Your lungs still draw breath. But the air is frozen now. You suffocate inside an ocean of ice. The caves you fought for become tombs. So you're sealed in a cave. Thousands of others crowded in. The heat from below keeps you barely alive. But the entrance is open. Outside, it's minus 40 degrees. A woman needs water. The stream outside froze solid. She steps into the darkness anyway. 10 minutes in the cold. Her fingers stop answering what her brain tells them. 20 minutes, her eyes blur. 30 minutes, her body stops shaking. That warmth you feel isn't real. It's your core shutting down. She never makes it back. The cave faces a choice now. Seal the entrance and starve together. Or go outside knowing you won't return. This is what extinction looks like. But survival now means something different. You're packed in with thousands of strangers. All of you sharing the same thin air. Heat from deep below keeps you barely alive, but never warm enough to move or rest. Someone has to leave that cave. The entrance opens to minus 40. Water. Ice. Nothing else outside. Her hands go numb in minutes. Fingers stop obeying her brain. Her vision blurs within 20 minutes. By 30 minutes, her body stops shivering. It's her core shutting down. But survival means something different now. Thousands packed in with strangers, all sharing the same thin air. Heat from below keeps you barely alive, but never warm enough to rest. It's not hunger that kills you. It's not the cold that kills you. It's that you stopped being you. In the dark, you become tribal again. You become tribal again. Your own blood means more than strangers. The geothermal heat runs out. Not suddenly. It fades. Your body is the only shelter you ever truly owned. Without the sun, you lose it. Thatch not prehistory. Thatch next week.